just a second. Just 1 second, just 1 second. All right. Oh, almost didn't sit quite correctly. So before I get too deep into this, let me let you guys know that this is also a test, but it's also going to be an update. And anytime I go live, I just need a second to make sure that everything is everything. And then after I'm done making sure that everything is everything, then I'm going to get going here. What's up, Tyrone Green? Appreciate you tuning in. So Tyrone, give me some feedback about this video and everything that's going on. So number one, I'm assuming that you guys can hear me well. And then number two, let me see what all I got going on here. Again, bear with me. This is like, I got a big interview tonight with Dortch, so I want to get on here, make sure that I had everything tested out correctly, that all my cameras were working, all my audio's working, and then also let you guys know what to expect about that interview that I'm going to be doing tonight with Greg, and also give you guys some updates. So I see the people are tuning in, which is great. Give me just one more second, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get into a few things here. If you don't mind bearing with me for a second here, appreciate it. At YPX, Angela Fearson. So, you know, one thing I'm immediately happy about and surprised is like how many people are logging on right now, because I'm thinking that most of y'all should be at work. But maybe everybody's not at work. So here's an unofficial survey that I'm thinking about asking y'all for, which is, let me know if you guys can tune in during the daytime to watch these interviews with players, or if the evenings work. I was thinking that the evening would work better, so Greg is going to be at the studio tonight at 7 o'clock, which I'm going to get into. I just didn't think many people could watch from work, but if you can watch from work, then let me know, because it actually is easier for me and probably easier for the players to do live interviews with them at a time like right now. So let me know about that. So let me go ahead, and again, I guess everybody can hear me because nobody's complaining about anything. I guess everybody can see me, so I'm going to get into a few things about the Panthers. So foremost, I normally be at work, but was called out for today. Well, I hope you guys have seen that you should have got the email alert for YouTube people that are watching that the Greg Dortch interview is tonight. If you're watching on Twitter, you wouldn't get that notification, but I encourage the people that are watching on Twitter to subscribe on YouTube if you want to ask Greg questions tonight. If you just want to watch, then Twitter/Periscope is fine, but I'm going to be taking all the questions for Greg tonight. It's going to be a live show, so you got to be there at 7 o'clock Eastern time. If you're on YouTube, you'll be able to submit those questions and get Greg to answer them for you. So let me talk a little bit about tonight, which is the main reason that I got on here, and then I'm going to go into the latest Carolina Panthers news as well. So as you all know, maybe don't know, each year I do one-on-one interviews with players. The whole point of those interviews, or these interviews, is to help you get to know these players more on a personal level, more than just a number. So I'm lucky enough to be able to be in the locker room, don't have personal relationships, so to say, with these guys, but I'm able to have some personal conversations. And, you know, when transactions happen or when they're struggling, when they get traded, et cetera, you know, you got this different perspective on those guys. So I like to try to use my access to these players and bring it to you. So tonight, for the first time, we're going to take what has traditionally been for like the last 5 years a recorded show, and I'm going to do it live. So this is a little bit of a test to make sure that everything is good for tonight, and also to tell you what to expect for tonight. So Greg Dortch is going to be here 7 p.m. tonight, and the way that's going to work is that I'm going to start off the show, and I'm going to use all of my questions to ask Greg, and that's going to last for about 5 minutes or so. During that time, I want you guys to be logging in and submitting your questions for Greg, who is our latest acquisition, wide receivers, special teams guy. And I want you to ask questions, and he's going to answer those questions. So the questions that we're looking for is, again, we're getting to know Greg as a person, what he does off the field. So, questions like, what's his favorite color? What was the last movie he saw? Just random type questions. I don't want a lot of football questions. Now, we can take a football question here and there, but I'm going to tell you the questions that are more personal, again, favorite color, where'd you grow up, what you like to eat, what do you do in your spare time? I don't know. I don't want to give you guys too many preconceived things about what to do. Those are the questions that I'm looking for. And also, we're going to have the super chat enabled tonight. So those are really good because super chats, you will automatically get your question asked to Greg if you do a super chat. Now, super chat is an opportunity for you to get an elevated chat on the video, but it costs. You could donate anywhere from probably $1 and up. So those donations are crucial because I'm an independent media, fully supported by you guys. So those are important to me. If you use them, you will get priority. Your question will absolutely be asked unless it's way out of bounds. I can't give you an example of out of bounds, but unless it's way out of bounds, as long as you do a super chat, I will guarantee that Greg will answer those questions. But I won't do super chats all night because, again, I do want to give everybody a chance to ask Greg a question and can be submitted. Now, also, after you guys ask Greg questions, then we're going to have a little game. So that's the other fun part of the interviews is I do a little game because all these players are competitive. I'm competitive myself. I just can't run around like I used to. So the game today will be tumbling block, something like that. So we're going to play that game, see who wins, and that'll be the end of the interview. So I hope that you all tune in. I hope that there's some super chats. I hope that there's some regular chats. I hope that you tell a friend. Help me reach 5,000 subscribers, only like 50 people away. So that's that. So let me go into the news that I had. This is the best channel, appreciate it. Let me, again, for those that are watching on Twitter, if you're submitting questions, I can't really see them, so I encourage you to switch over to YouTube, unless you're on Twitter and you just want to watch, which is perfectly fine. So let's get into some Panthers news. Nothing really breaking, but I just want to get on here and talk to everybody. The Panthers game on November the 10th against the Green Bay Packers has been flexed. Instead of being a 1 o'clock game, that's going to be a 4:25 game. I'm going to knock on wood that I bought my plane ticket already to leave Monday, so that doesn't affect me. If the game Sunday actually left right after the game. So if that game had gotten flexed, I would have been up a creek without a paddle, as some old people would say, which is also why I normally do my day after thoughts where I go a little bit more deeply into the game. That's why I didn't do it yesterday. Was pretty tired from traveling back from San Francisco overnight. I took a red eye back and just had to take care of some other business. So sorry about that, but tonight we hope to make up for it with Greg Dortch. Kyle Allen was named the starter this week, so Kyle Allen will be starting this Sunday in Charlotte Bank of America Stadium as we take on the Tennessee Titans. So we're just going to have to wait and see how much progress that Cam Newton makes. With all the scenarios out there, still, I like to say, until you see Cam full week participant in practice, don't expect him to start yet. So Kyle Allen will be our starter for this week. And then we had some other news with movement on our practice squad. We had signed wide receiver Quadre Henderson, I hope I said that right, to the practice squad, and we replaced Braxton Miller on the practice squad injured list. So those are the updates. I'm going to do a few more things to make a test here. Again, nobody has said anything was wrong, so I'm assuming that we're looking all good, which I appreciate. I'm going to test my camera angles because, again, this is going to be live tonight. This is my main camera. I got a camera over here that you can't see that I'm going to test real quick. And then I got a little earpiece. Greg is going to have his earpiece. We're going to be sitting here. Greg is also, he doesn't know this, he's going to help me pick out the winner for this Thomas Davis canvas that I was supposed to do Saturday. I decided to be a tourist, so I didn't do it Saturday, but I will give that away tonight. Greg's going to help me with that. So I always appreciate everybody that tunes in, all your comments, all your feedback. Love when people see me out and about and say hello. So continue to do that if you see me out. Like Riverboat last Sunday, no paddle. Dortch was a stud at weight plus slot potential in my opinion. All right, so let me test out these cameras real quick. I'm pretty much over, but if those people that are still watching, You'll be able to see this as I make sure that tonight is going to be right. All right. So right now I'm going to switch camera angles. There we go. Hopefully that switched pretty nicely. So that will be where my man Greg Dortch sits tonight. And I'm going to go back here to camera angle 1, which I did not properly do. Oh, there we go. Now we're back to camera angle 1. I'm going to try this one more time. Switch to camera angle 2. And then back to camera angle 1. All right. So that is it. Appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. First interview of the season, first interview with the new live show format will be our latest acquisition, Greg Dortch, wide receiver / special team specialist, I guess you can say. He'll be live taking your questions. Subscribe, hit the bell notifications, tell a friend, and see you tonight at 7.